Good morning, everybody, from the KOA in Brigham City, Utah. It was a nice, peaceful night last night. I slept pretty good last night, actually. It was quiet, never heard nothing, you know. Left the TV running all night to Unsolved Mysteries. You know, I don't know if everybody remembers that old show. I used to love that old show. Just walked down here and checked out, and I guess they serve like pancakes and cereal, like from 8 to 10. I don't think I've ever encountered that at a KOA, at least the ones I've been to. I don't think they had it, but yeah. Got me a little book, a couple pancakes. They let me park the U-Haul out there last night along the side of the pool because I couldn't fit it back where the cabin was at. But yeah, it's a pretty nice little place. Scenic. Nice restrooms, nice showers. Well, let me eat these pancakes here real quick and we'll get on the road and try to make the Oregon line today. Maybe try to find another KOA. I got this book right here, so I'm going to check it out. Maybe get there earlier today, right? I am going to stop by Snake River Gorge in Twin Falls, Idaho. It's a nice little gorge. I'm going to take a couple little pictures there, so see you in a little bit. Figure I'd show you a little view here before I leave this campground. The KOA in Brigham City, Utah. So. Pretty nice. Got a nice view back here. Got the mountains in the background. Yeah. Can't beat that for less than $100, right? And I had pancakes, and yeah, they have a pancake breakfast from 8 to 10, so yeah. I already showed you that anyways, didn't I? I don't know. I think I'm getting sick. Yeah, I'm like a head cold, or I don't know. Hope I didn't catch the flu or some crap from somebody. I feel more out today, so I hope not. Because I definitely won't have to unload this thing when I'm sick, right? Alright, see you guys later on. Just stopped here at the Rest Area Welcome Center in Idaho on I-84 coming out of Utah. It's a pretty interesting place over here. This whole land, like it's setting down right here, is 20,000 years ago was Lake Bonneville. So where we're standing now was actually underwater 20,000 years ago. Pretty cool, huh? Formed in a basin which no river reached the ocean, it became the largest lake in North America until finally it rose high enough to spill over into the Snake River. Eventually, the climate got drier, and the Great Basins of Utah and Nevada dried up and became mostly desert. And eventually the lake had receded. So Salt Lake and two other remnants are all that are left of this old 20,000 square mile lake. Pretty interesting, right? You know, you drive down through across I-84 and people probably pass this welcome center every day, this rest area, and never bother to stop and don't even realize that they're driving across an old lake bed. You know, they say if you look north of here when you're going up 84, you can see the old ancient shoreline of Lake Bonneville. I'm always looking for it every time I come through here. It's kind of spooky if you think about it. This used to be at the bottom of a lake, but it's pretty cool, isn't it? Now you know. All right, we're gonna keep cruising towards Twin Falls. See you in a little bit. I know you're probably thinking, how in the hell do you know all this stuff? How do you know all this happened right here? This is why. How you doing, driver? Now I was watching that guy for a second. He passed the exit ramp and of the rest area and ended up backing back down the exit here. Probably not very safe, right? Anyways, let's go. Let's cruise. Just stopped at this place called Traveler's Oasis off I-84 east of Twin Falls. We're gonna run in there. They have something called Garden of Eden. It's like I used to always like stopping here like years and years ago. It's been years. They got like a, you'll see, like kind of like a jungle tree, waterfall, whatever. Just kind of like one of them unique truck stops, right? But all right, let's go in and check it out. They must have done away with the big tree that was in the middle a long time ago. Oh, that's kind of depressing. Nothing looks natural like a ceiling fan above the tree. It's a big snake, isn't it? Still pretty cool though, isn't it? I'm gonna go see if I can find that other tree real quick. Well, that's kind of a bummer. They tore down the old building. That's why I stopped here. It had the middle had like a big jungle tree. The one that was up front that I took a video of. The jungle tree with the snake and stuff. But they also had like a big waterfall area and like seats that looked like they were made out of rocks all the way around, and like tables, so you're kind of sitting in like a jungle when you're eating your food. And it was a lot better then. But this new building is nice too though, and they have a lot more parking now than they used to. Well, we're gonna head to Twin Falls and Snake River Canyon. Won't be long. See you in a little bit. I just stopped here, Twin Falls, Idaho. I-84 exit 173, same exit for the Flying J, but you head south like 2.5 miles, 3 miles. And then you come down to this bridge right here, heading south. I used to do the same thing in a truck. I just come down across the bridge, make a left at the light, go around the block where Walmart is, and then come back and you can park right here. Big enough for trucks and everything. There's one on the other side, but it's not as big. It's pretty skinny, so it's best to turn around and come this way. Lots of parking, you know. You could even overnight park here if you really wanted to. But we're gonna go down here and check out the Snake River Canyon here. It's really beautiful, really scenic. So, ooh, look at that. That's pretty too. All right, let's walk down there, check it out. All right, we made it here to the little viewpoint. I always love this bridge that goes across. It's really, really cool looking. Let's walk down there and check it out. Oh, here we go, people. Snake River Canyon, Twin Falls, Idaho. Look at that, even got a boat down there. That's awesome. I can barely hear it, you know. Yeah, I always love coming to this place. Never seems to be anybody over here though when I come. When it's raining, it's the best time because you have more of the waterfalls. There's a waterfall over here, but they're like bigger. It's more noticeable, you know. I don't know if you guys can see this on here, but there is a waterfall over there, over in this area. I guess there's an actual bike trail that runs along there, or some kind of hiking trail with a dock. Maybe you can only get to it with a boat. Dock up and you can walk along there. That'd be pretty cool. Do a little bike ride or hike. Can't really see the people below. Someone's down there kayaking right now. Right there. And then you got a couple boats right there. One right there and one up that way. And that's a long drop. I think the first time I ever came here years ago, they didn't have this wall right here. They didn't at all. I wonder if someone maybe died or something. Because I remember coming here and like being able to walk right up to the edge here. Which was like really, you know, really nerve-wracking, right? Zoom this back out. Right along the edge. Hate to drop my camera right now. All right, let's walk over here to the other side. And there's a golf course down here. Check it out. And you can really hear that bridge rattling
rats only. Last time I was here, they were doing like a bunch of work underneath the bridge, and there was like little skinny metal walkways, and you'd see construction workers like walking underneath the bridge across there on these little walkways with just little tiny railings, you know. I thought, phew, that'd make me dizzier than hell. But you can hear all the vehicles going across. You got the golf course down here. This is the other side. This is the little section you come down if you're parking on the southbound side of the road. Now you might be able to see the golf course a little better down there. The US 93 bridge here in Twin Falls going over Snake River Canyon was built between 1973 and 1976. They officially finished it in 1976. Pretty cool. I'm not sure if you can see, there's a bullseye looking painted marker down on the ground here. It's right down there. There's a bullseye that's actually painted there, and that's where the base jumpers land, in that bullseye whenever they base jump off this bridge. That's their landing zone down there. Wish they were base jumping right now. That would be pretty cool to witness. Question is, would you ever base jump off this bridge? I don't know. It takes a different kind of person. I definitely couldn't. I feel dizzy just looking over the edge. If it was like life and death, I would, but not just for fun. I ain't got those kind of balls. Alright, here's one last look of the Snake River Canyon, Twin Falls, Idaho. Alright, now it's time to head westbound towards Oregon. Maybe stop in Boise. Just whatever we see along the way it looks interesting, we're going to stop. I'm going to try to make it over into Oregon somewhere, and then tomorrow the rest of the way across Washington. Maybe Snoqualmie Pass tomorrow, right? Alright, I'll see you here in a little bit. Hope you enjoyed the views. Alright, I'm back in the U-Haul here. I know I said I was going to, next time I got on here, it was going to be later on down the road, but I got to talking. It's just kind of weird. I got talking to these people down there before I walked up the stairs, and they're from the same area that I'm actually moving to, so I was talking to them for a while about different things, and they were talking about how Seattle used to be a lot nicer, but now it got really bad with the crime since the pandemic, and like all the protesters down there, and it's just a lot of things have changed, but I guess they're trying to like clean it up and make it better again, hopefully. But yeah, it was just kind of interesting, you know, meeting people from where I'm actually going. Really nice people. Talked to them for a while, and then there's a truck driver driving that truck up there. I talked to him for a while, just talking about trucking and different things, and talking about his job and delivering flowers all over, you know, the western side of the U.S. And so yeah, that was pretty cool, man. He was a really, really cool, nice dude too. So, but now I'm really gonna get out of here. Now I'm gonna get going. I make it a little further before dark. So maybe next stop Boise. I don't know. I might stop at the TA for old times, right? All right. See you in a little bit. Well, here at the Loves, just stopped here off I-84. exit 141. There's a lot of ants down there. They're stepping them. Now they actually have an RV park here. Check it out. Did you know a lot of Loves now have RV parks? Not sure if you can see that very good, but there we go. Well, there we go, right there, RV park. This is an actual nice, pretty nice Loves. It looks pretty big. Look at that. I mean, bigger than the normal size Loves, right? I'm gonna go in and check it out and see if there's any differences. All right, see you in a little bit. It looks a lot bigger. It really looks about the same.
Customer 80, your shower is ready. Please proceed to shower 6. Customer 81, your shower is ready. Please proceed to shower 4. Customer 82, your shower is ready. Please proceed to shower 9. Customer 84, your shower is ready. Please proceed to shower 7. Hey guys, when you get the plastic stuff, $6.90.
Well, this is my home sweet home for the night. The old front seat of the old U-Haul. Here at the Maverick gas station truck stop. Well, it's a truck stop, kinda, you know. I stopped here in Baker City, Oregon. I stopped like the next exit down at the Loves. It's the first place I stopped. But it's like not that much room in the front, you know. And they have one spot for an RV next to the pumps, which I'm not an RV, so they'll probably run me off. And then they have like 5 spaces on the side called RV stop, which is nice for people on RVs. There's some RVs set up there, have all the hookups and everything. That's cool, but there's nowhere for someone in a U-Haul to park. What are you supposed to do, you know? Can't park back with the semis. I can't, you know, take a whole truck space up with just a U-Haul and a car trailer. especially that wouldn't be very right, I don't think, because, you know, I always hated that when I pulled into a truck stop and there's no parking and you have 5 or 6 spaces have a, you know, a car, something hauling a car trailer or something, you know. It's like, come on. It's supposed to be for trucks, right? No, I don't know. But yeah, this is where I'm stopping for the night. I stopped and got fuel in Ontario, Oregon, right across the line. The Pilot was wanting $4.25 a gallon for unleaded. I went down the next exit at the Loves and got it for $3.44 with the discount. But now it's getting a lot more expensive. Well, it's only $3.50 something here, so. But still, I'm kind of stuck on Texas prices still of like $2.36, $2.44 a gallon, you know. But yeah, I was kind of looking at rooms in Ontario. My wife was looking at rooms too for me, and there was a room at the Holiday Inn, almost $200 plus tax a night, but I don't know, man, it looked really dumpy on the outside, you know. All the motels right there looked real dumpy. The Best Western, the Holiday Inn, the Quality Inn, and Rodeway Inn were all like pretty much on the same block right there, and they all just kind of look run down. They didn't have very good reviews about, you know, people doing drugs and the homeless population and people messing around with your vehicle, and I just thought, nah, I'm not gonna do it. Nope, I'll just sleep in the U-Haul, you know. There's a Motel 6 across from the Loves, but I looked at that. It was $109 a night, but the first thing that pops up is bed bugs. Beware, bed bugs. Don't stay here. It's like, I'm not even going to take the chance. I don't have no bed bugs in the front seat of the damn U-Haul, so I'll be all right. But it's nice that I stayed at Maverick. I love Mavericks. And that's weird. Like, they only have one Maverick in the state of Texas. It was nowhere near where I lived. And now that I'm moving to Washington, the lady said there's no Mavericks in Washington. So I'm like, I picked the 2 states that don't have Mavericks, right? I don't know if they have them on the East Coast, but I like Maverick. I got a green chili pork burrito for $5.99. They have really good food in there. They got good chef salads. They got awesome burritos, all different kinds of burritos. Beefy cheese and potato, a chicken, some kind of chicken burrito. But it was I think it was like a barbecue chicken burrito or something. I don't know, I can't remember, but they have nice pieces of pizza that's really good if you're there during the day. But if you come too late, obviously you can't, you know. But if you're ever coming through Oregon on I-84 and you come to Baker City down the hill heading westbound, if you go to the next exit, there's a Maverick. It's not very big, but I don't know why they didn't make that all parking lot in the middle of that gravel. That don't make sense, but they have, like, you can't park on the side of the driveway over there. You can kind of park along the edge, and I think you might be able to park down along the edge of there, and then you got this whole area right here you could probably back a few trucks into, and you can kind of park around the front. The lady inside said yes, you're allowed to park here overnight as long as you're not blocking anything. Can't block any exits or anything. So, and all the signs on the edge of the driveway here all the way down around, there's signs that say no parking, so you can't park all the way around that edge of that gravel, which I think the driveway is wide enough, because this is a one-way anyways. If you had a truck parked on this side and a truck parked on this side, there's plenty of room to go down and around, since it's wide enough, you know what I mean? Or at least trucks running down one side, right? I don't know. Who knows? But I've only got 383 miles to do. I could have kept going over the mountain, but I want to get some video of that tomorrow, because there's a really beautiful scenic viewpoint right before you wind down towards Pendleton, Oregon, you know. So I kind of want to stop there and take a little video of that. Oh, make sure you like and comment and subscribe if you've made it this far into the video. Just make sure you hit that like button, or dislike button. If you don't like it, dislike it, you know what I mean? But because it seems like, you know, that's how it gets put out to the algorithm, you know. If you have a video that doesn't have, you know, it could have 1,000 views if it don't have no comments or no likes. It's pretty much a dead video. I mean, you really ain't gonna get nothing, right? It ain't gonna get, like, it's gonna pretty much like hitting a brick wall, right? That's what I figured out. I mean, I could be wrong. Let me know. I could be wrong, but that and the click-through rate, obviously. But so yeah, just make sure you hit a like on it. Surely helps out a lot. You don't have to comment, but if you do, just something simple, you know, like enjoyed the video or hey, nice or anything, you know, that'd be great. I'd really appreciate it. All right, well, I'm gonna end the night here, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. See you later. Thanks for watching.